Yo, peace. Today I want to talk about the truth about drugs. What are you talking about? Weed, LSD, DMT, ecstasy, Molly, whatever the fuck they're doing nowadays. It's like, yo, what is it about these drugs that we're so drawn to? I start off with a personal experience. I started smoking weed when I was 21, actually on my 21st birthday. That's the first time I had some alcohol and I had some weed. The reason I waited so long is because I was so heavily weighed down by this fucking matrix. I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, I was that nigga talking about weed is bullshit, alcohol is this, alcohol is that, whatever. But I'm like, yo, when I turned 21, I'm like, yo, I'm about to fucking just do this shit. Let me smoke this shit. Let me see what happens. Let me get my own personal experiences. Let me stop taking other people's word for it. Stop listening to other motherfuckers. Let me smoke this shit. Let me have my own experience. The experience was kind of crazy because I was smoking weed and drinking, so it was like a mixture, and it was probably a little bit too powerful for a beginner, so that was my own fault. However, I stopped drinking the alcohol because I wasn't really into alcohol in the first place. I was just more into the cannabis, weed, whatever. I haven't did any other drugs yet, but the mushrooms, LSD, DMT, coming soon. Now, I basically report to y'all, let y'all know how the fuck the shit goes. You know what I mean? So just giving y'all the truth as opposed to saying, oh, drugs are bad. Fuck them. I'm gonna actually tell you what happens chemically on the inside as well as on the outside. This type of shit you seeing and all that shit. I'll definitely let y'all know. But the truth is, it's like the reason why drugs are so heavily suppressed and illegal and all this shit. You know what I mean? They try to put the law on every goddamn thing. Like, they try to suppress anything that enlightens us is suppressed. Whether it's sex, drugs, the truth, you know what I mean? They put the Illuminati with you, you know what I mean? They just completely misguide you. Completely. And it's like, who really knows what's real and what's fake at this point when you have so much propaganda going on? Who really knows the what weed really does to your system when everybody just saying don't do it. It's bad, it's of the devil, it's witchcraft. You know what I mean? They don't even know what the fuck witchcraft is. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people talking a lot of shit that they can't back up. It's some shit they heard that they pass along with no personal experience. Even if you had a bad experience with weed or any of these other drugs, you have to take into account what kind of chemicals was in your system at the time. If you had a lot of junk food and fucked up shit in your system, of course it's gonna be bad. Let's just be real. You can have a bad trip on weed, even though weed is like the lowest. You can still have a bad weed trip with all that bullshit in your system. Know what I mean? Or just simply just not able to stay high. Smoke, you know what I mean? You got some people who smoke blunts and shit, and they stay high for about 15-20 minutes and that's it. You should be able to stay high for as long as you want to when you are void or free of chemicals and all this bullshit altering your DNA. It's easy at that point. Like, you really don't even need drugs, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, you don't even need drugs. All you really need is a detox. You know what I mean? I can get high just standing on my head doing some inversion. You know what I mean? Standing on my head 15-20 minutes. You know what I mean? Do some yoga, do some running. Like, yo, I'd be cool. I mean, I don't need to smoke weed. I smoke because I want to smoke it whenever the fuck I choose to do it. But it's not as a stress reliever and all that shit. Cause, you know what I mean? I got plenty other things to do. Or, you know what I mean? You don't never limit yourself to just one stress reliever. You know what I mean? If you smoke weed. But make sure you throw some yoga in there, throw some meditation in there, throw some fucking in there. Like, don't just limit yourself to one thing. That's how you get detached. Or that's how you become detached when you have many different avenues of expressing yourself. Make sure you want to constantly find new ways to express yourself. That's what we did as kids. We were constantly finding new ways to express ourselves. We were never limited to just one thing. That's what they want us now. One job, one partner, love partner, one family, or, you know, whatever the fuck. But in reality, at least, you know what I mean, if you're a real nigga. You know what I mean? One woman don't seem right. You know what I mean? One job ain't enough. Like, if you really look at this shit, like, yo, you trying to live check to check, or you trying to have your own business? You know what I mean? You trying to just limit yourself to one woman, or you trying to just enjoy the abundance of the earth. The earth is here for us to enjoy. It ain't for fucking us to suppress it. Like, yo, it's natural. When you look at the fucking lion in the animal kingdom, or you just look at the animal kingdom, period, them motherfuckers is ruthless as fuck, killing each other like niggas. Like, yo, I gotta eat. Know what I mean? But when niggas think like that, we looked at as savages, right? But it's like, yo, the animal kingdom is actually more evolved than us at this point, because they in tune with their intuition. When they do kill, they do it for a reason. They ain't just fucking rolling around shooting motherfuckers. Like, they will kill if they have to eat. They ain't just about to kill because they ain't got shit else to do. They just lounging. You know what I mean? That's why, like, the shamans and shit, we always study the animals. If you look at animal totems, every animal has an animal spirit, and that animal spirit resonates with our spirit, and that's why everybody has their personal animal spirits. You know what I mean? So it's like, to look at the animal kingdom and look at that as they're doing something wrong is bullshit. To look at your desire to have sex or to engage in drugs, you know what I mean? What the fuck you think the shaman's doing? They fucking taking that mushroom and shit, ingesting that shit, they fucking go to the astral. Like, yo, it's just the aid to get to the astral. You can even see it on the walls of Egypt. They mixing up that alchemical potion, they sip that shit, out of body experience. You know what I mean? So it's just simply an aid to go to the next level. It's not like a gateway where you have to do it. It's just simply an aid. So when you look at these drugs as aids and not the devil, you would be cool, you know what I mean? Don't limit yourself to one. See what works for you. You know what I mean? Do it in moderation. Do it from a non-detached or a non-attached point of view or way, you know what I mean? Just expand your mind, expand your consciousness, and enjoy the ride, you know what I mean? It's that simple. Peace.